Now, I'm not saying that Frost Death Knight dot damage is like bizarro overpowered or anything. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that your damage over time is a hell of a lot higher than it has been in any of the previous expansions I played. So you're talking about Cataclysm, Mop, WoD, and Legion, and now going to BFA. And I have never seen the damage over time for Frost Death Knights to be nearly as high as it is currently on BFA. You ever decide, all right, I got a cool video, I'm gonna get something recorded, and then you decide, okay, I'm gonna hop on the beta, I'm gonna get a BGQ'd. It's gonna take me, you know, maybe 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes. I'm a patient person, but 43 minutes? I'll wait until a full hour, but after that I'm done. It's been over an hour. I don't have all day to wait for this battleground, so I'll have to do this video on pre-patch, but at least I tried. Alright, so that's my build. I don't know what's good. The honor talents? I have no idea. I have no idea. I'm not a Frost DK main, but I do like playing classes. I like playing a lot of specs, just even if it's not my main, I just like it. I think it's fun, just having that variety of different classes that I can play and try out. Let's get it slow. Get the Frost Strikes in there. Come back, boy. Come back here, boy. Okay, I'm not doing anything. Alrighty. Okay. Uh-oh. No. Oh, no. That's not good. That didn't work out that well. How did we do? You know what? I actually went through and obliterate a lot. I used my obliterate as much as I could. And that did so little damage. Why is it hitting for like 600? Why? Alright, so where's the enemy team at? I don't know, dude. It feels like unless I'm just dotting people up and letting my dots stick, Frost just... It's just... I guess not as face roll is how other people have described the spec. For me, it just feels like it's just something's missing. There's some aspect of it that's missing. Making sure that everybody has a dot on them. Let's stun you. Oh, let's go for some damage. Group him back in here. Oh wait, I can't grip him anymore? He used to be able to. I guess not, apparently. We are starting to catch up in damage a little bit here and there, but if you look at it, most of our damage is damage over time. And that's what I just don't understand about Frost Death Knight right now. I just don't get it. I actually just don't understand. I just don't understand why. Is my virtual, not even dot, what is it, my common cold. The common cold. Why is that the hardest hitting ability for me? The common cold. Let's heal off this guy. Because I'm actually losing to an outlaw. Yeet. Here we go. I'm actually, I'm getting beat by a common cold. Most of my abilities, like my obliterates, my Howling Blast deals more damage. You kidding me? My Howling Blast deals more damage. That's one thing that was going to take a while for me to adjust with the Frost. You are kind of like, I guess the best way to put it is almost like a survival hunter-esque in a sense. Survival hunters have their poison, which is like, okay, you just apply poison, like pop, okay, now you're gonna have the damage over time. You're not a spec that's heavily about damage over time, but like in a battleground scenario or a situation, popping that on an enemy and just kind of letting that damage do its work, that's actually a good portion of your damage too. That is a good portion of your damage. With Frost, however, it became that your Frost Fever, your common cold, is now a good portion of your damage. I just can't get used to it because in the past, in the previous expansions, I'm used to Frost Death Knights applying dots on enemies, but you're applying damage over time, not for damage over time component. You're applying those as a debuff so that once the enemy has all your dots, your obliterates hit harder. So you apply all this stuff just so your obliterates can do damage. That was like your playstyle. You put a debuff so your obliterate deals more damage. It does more damage per disease you have. So the playstyle is you gotta maintain 2 diseases on your enemy at all times. And then you do good damage. But it never has been about the damage itself. The dots themselves, the damage of the dots did not matter. It was still all about the big obliterates. Like you had Unholy that was all about damage over time. And then you have Frost that's all about, you know, the burstiness of the obliterates and the Frost Strikes that are kind of back-to-back playstyle, yeah? Very, very bursty, very, very powerful. And now you have damage over time? What? Okay, I'm gonna put up damage over time with these guys once. I'm gonna go pop cooldowns. Stun. Obliterate. Rhyme. Obliterate in there. Obliterate in there. Frost Strike. Yeah, so that dealt a bit of damage. But how much really was it? No dots. No dot damage. And you can see how hard my... Okay, now I'm having dots. But you can see how hard my Frost Strike's hitting here. And obliterates, yeah? You can see a little bit. I mean, it's all kind of just jumbled mess sometimes, but You can kind of see some of the damage. Here we go. So we did pretty good on damage, but the sources of like where the damage came from, that's where I'm kind of confused. I don't have a problem with it. I'm just so confused because so many specs are getting changed in so many different ways in BFA. And I feel like for Frost Death Knight, I'm just not used to the playstyle that I remember. I remember the Cataclysm playstyle, which was basically the same as Mr. Pandaria playstyle, and now most of my damage, even in whether battlegrounds with it's 1-on-1 situations, it feels like a lot of it comes from that Frost Fever dot, because then what follows my Frost Fever is generally my melees. Now when you put Obliterates and Obliterate offhand, it actually is not that far away from Frost Fever. What I'm finding weird, and this you can see at level 120 a lot clearly. I'm currently rendering a video of me trying to play some 120 PvP, but if you take a look at my abilities, it separates them no matter what I do. I have it enabled so it doesn't separate them whatsoever. For whatever reason, it still separates, so whatever. But if you take a look at the charts, Obliterate offhand, it actually ends up being about a third damage, but Frost Fever ends up taking a whole third of my playstyle. And that's just... my Frost Strikes... I don't know, maybe it's this item squish, maybe it's the stat squish, but when you have Frost Fever doing a third of my damage, which is like, if you think of a tripod, that's a third of my footing. So, the rest of my other abilities, they just don't feel quite as satisfying to press, I guess. And this is a lot easier to see at level 120. Get those Frost Strikes in there. Get them a slow, big old slow. Oh, got him. Did it, boys. Alright, how we doing? Oh my god, we're actually doing decent damage. But look at all the damage. Mostly Frost Fever. Are you kidding me? The melees? Then my fucking melees I can do more damage than anything else? Are you kidding me? Oh my god, I'm dotted up though. I'm dotted up. Why is my melee doing so much of my damage? No, no, no. Come back, come back, come back, come back, come back. Well, what'll work? What'll works? What works? Oh my god, Blizzard, I hate keeping dodge the most damage, and I hate Blizzard because noobs. Dude, that's what I was saying. Like, I said it before, I said it again. I want that guy who was like, hey, Dalaran, but all you did is Howling Blast aim me. That wasn't fair. I actually went through my rotation this time, huh? You want to say something? You want to tell me I'm wrong now? You want to tell me what now? Trying to with these guys as much as humanly possible. Stun him, maybe finish him off, maybe. Slow him down a little. Get some of these in there. Hit the Feral too. Just trying to slow these guys down is all I'm really trying to do, man. That's all I'm realistically trying to do, because I know I can't really do much, to be honest. Yeah, we're just gonna go for heals. Early heal while we got it. Heal? Yeah, here we go. Alrighty, well, most of my damage ended up being dots! Look at that dot damage! Oh goodness, yes! I love that dot I mean, if you want to play as an unholy DK and you have that dot damage, that makes sense. If it's a Frost Death Knight who's all about that big explosive damage, I just don't understand. I just don't understand. You know what I mean? Maybe it's just me though. Maybe I'm the only one who just doesn't get it, man. Like, why? I am playing the spec too. I am playing out my playstyle. I don't understand. I don't understand. Unless Blizzard's like, yes, Frost is supposed to be, you know, diseases and damage over time. You know, because I don't think it should. I think it's supposed to be all about big obliterate crits. Think Frost Mage with their crit combos, but melee. You know what I mean? But melee. Oh my god, me and Magi are just gonna go in there, dude. Just gonna go wrecking in there. And then we're gonna stun him. And go ham. Okay, we're just gonna keep rooting him, keep slowing him down for as much as we can. There we go, get away. Cool. Then a bunch of these guys, a bunch of... oh my god. Why is my damage over time so strong? I didn't even record that one too. Ah, feels fucking bad, man. I wish I recorded that BG. DK equals melee warlock, basically. I think I'll just take the stream footage, and I'll just use that as a video, honestly. So to compare this damage of just how much damage Death Knights do in terms of dot damage, I'm gonna play Frost. Now in this BG we got a bunch of different Death Knights here too, which is perfect. So we have some Unholy Death Knights. We have Dalamon, which sounds like a character that I would make. We got another Unholy Death Knight. We actually got Spicy Dad. Well, that's a spicy name. Another Unholy Death Knight. You would think that Unholy Death Knight would probably be the best one for this battleground, but I'm gonna try to see how competitive I can be as a Frost Death Knight on my dot damage alone. We got AMS coming in a little bit, so we're gonna AMS and just do as much damage over time on these guys as possible. And run the hell out of here. Oh, can we live? Can we live? We got a bunch. Oh, yes, we can. How are we doing on damage? We are so far rank 1 on the Horde, but we are trying really hard. I'm gonna die, but everybody's dotted up, man. Everybody is dotted up. So how are we doing? We're actually kind of getting closer to 1 million. As soon as we kind of got it way in there, we're able to compete with an Holy Death Knight on damage over time. That is insane. That is absolutely nuts. Can I run in real quick? Can I just give you guys a little bap, and then I'm out? Yeah, I can do that. Okay, we're gonna AMS. Make sure to spread dots to everything. Everything in the world. We got a couple guys hanging out here on the side. It looks like they want a little bit of a common cold. We can give them the common cold. Can I sneak in there? Oh, yeah, got it dotted. Ooh, I'm gonna dot it up. I feel like a sneaky guy. I feel like a rogue or something. I'm just sneaking in there, trying to do as much damage as I can. All right, who else wants to get gripped out? You want to get gripped out, son of Will? Yeah. Yeah, and that opens up us a pocket, like, because now we don't have a guy watching out that sector in particular. Oh, I'm disarmed? Hey, it's no biggie. No big at all. I wasn't using my weapons, really. Trust me. You think I need weapons to defeat you? Ha! And we won! That's incredible. That is incredible that we won. Very well done. Very good team for the Horde, man. Like, the third of your damage is damage over time. And if you wanted to as a Frost Death Knight, you now can populate that dot out into the world. There's a lot of other classes to take into consideration. When you take a look at the tops of the charts, you take a look at any classes that have an easy time getting damage out there. So of course boomies are going to be at the top because Starfall and dots are fairly easy for them to spread. Then you have Unholy Death Knights where the damage, the dot damage actually jumps around from player to player. Like you'll just dot one enemy, they'll run into the group, they infect the whole team. So it's even easier. We got Marksman Hunters with a barrage that will just rain at enemies from far away. You got Fire Mages where the mastery also will spread. Like you'll just AoE in the middle and the mastery will tick on the enemy, it'll stack up, but it also has a chance to jump to others. So there's so many other classes that have an easier time like getting the damage out there, and those classes potentially can have the most amount of damage if they were to go a heavy AoE build with amazing gear. But as a Frost Death Knight, as a class that's not a damage over time class, just with damage over time alone, you can actually be kind of sort of competitive. And when it comes to the whole team taking dot damage, where a good chunk of your dot damage in team fights, it just still feels weird. I can't get over it. Maybe I'm the weird one here. I can't get over just how the damage is not terrible. It's competitive, but this is weird. I do find it still weird because I'm kind of miss the obliterates. I miss the big procs, and maybe obliterate playstyle is what made Death Knight kind of face rolly for a lot of people. But I don't know. It feels like something I used to like. It's just kind of gone. Because I like the Frost Death Knight. You know, it was fairly simple to play, but I like the playstyle of big obliterates. I always thought it was really cool. And the fact that we won't have it back, even if this is not even my main, I don't know, I'm a little sad by it. I'll be honest, I'm a little saddened by it. Man, it feels like I kind of lost a friend, you know? Like, we just won't be able to do it anymore. But you guys, if you're a Death Knight main, I'd like to hear your guys' opinions. I don't know what to think about this. I feel it's weird. But you guys tell me, whether this playstyle is actually better, maybe it's more consistent, so maybe it's overall good for Death Knights, or not. You guys probably know better than me. So let me know. I'd like to hear you guys. Peace.